Hi everyone, it's Kat, and I'm with Rebloom, where we help Black women and other women of color to find more joy in their lives, whether that's through international travel, self-care, rest, you name it. We're here for it. So if you're interested in those topics, please subscribe to the channel and hit notifications so you'll know when the next video drops. So I'm here to talk about something that happened at work yesterday. I just, it was sitting with me, and I had to talk about it. So we have a newish director of DEI, diversity, equity, and inclusion, where I work my day job, and there are a lot of Black women who are doing this job in the past year or two. Companies have started hiring DEI directors, and my organization where I work is no exception. So the unfortunate part of this was that the new director of DEI already had a job, and she just added the new job of DEI to her existing job. So guess what happens after a year of doing two jobs? She quits because she's exhausted. She's burnt out. She's overwhelmed. It's too much. And so we were talking about this at a staff meeting yesterday. Somebody was like, "Oh yeah, she's leaving," and somebody was like, "We broke her," and then they laughed kind of nervously, and somebody else laughed too, and I was like, "But you did." Why is that funny? It's not funny. It's crazy. It's crazy. Like the idea that somebody working in DEI would kind of recreate the problem of burnout in their own position, it doesn't make any sense to me. So of course this woman is burnt out. It's so disturbing because, first of all, to have people laughing at it. They weren't laughing meanly, like they're not mean people or bad people. It's just, there was something messed up about that. And I think they couldn't figure out in the moment why it was making them so uncomfortable that the director of DEI was burnt out. Duh. Like, this is a problem. Okay. So we talk about that. So they're replacing her with two people. I've seen this happen so many times that a staff person, often a woman, will take on so much work, get overwhelmed, burnt out, quit, and then they get replaced by two people. So the time that you were doing those two jobs, you were saving the organization a salary, and you were burning yourself out in the process. Please, please don't let this happen to you. I know it's really hard. It's so difficult when like the tide of work is coming at you, and then, it just piles on and piles on and piles on. And if you say no to certain things, you have a bad attitude, or you're not a team player, or you just don't fit in with the culture. Ooh, child, it's bad. It's really bad. I know. I feel like it's my job and it's your job if you're in a job in an organization that will pile on work to you. It's kind of your job, not their job, to make sure that you don't get burnt out. So in the same meeting that we were talking about the DEI director leaving, then one of the agenda items was, who wants to jump on one of these new committees? Okay. One thing I've learned to do is ask, what do you want me not to do? If I'm going to add this, what can I take away? Because there are only so many hours in a day, week, month, year. What do you want me to do slower? What deadlines can be moved forward, right? Because I'm not going to compress the work that's already, like, my roster is full. So you're going to have to take something away, either stretch out the deadlines or take some projects off my plate. Because please, I don't want people laughing at me when I quit. Ooh, we broke her. Whew, that just hit me. That just really, really hurt me a lot. So I would love this to not happen to you. I really would. And I would love it to not happen to me. So yeah, we're going to talk about ways to prevent this from happening to you. And if you want to find out when we're talking about it, just subscribe to the channel and hit notifications. And in the meantime, take a nap, take a walk. Don't do a sad desk lunch. Like take a real lunch break where you totally disconnect from work. That's what I'd suggest, just as a small starting step. And never do the job of two people. Oh, it just makes me so sad. All right. Love you all. Love you. Bye.